The next section here are two-step word equation word problems. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually be developing two-step equations up here. So you're looking for words that are going to represent multiplying or dividing, and then words that are going to represent adding or subtracting. So we're going to go through and analyze the first one. Aaliyah had $24 to spend on 7 pencils. Noticing she's spending, which is going to tell me subtraction, and I noticed 7 pencils. That's kind of an indication 7 times the price. After buying them, she had $10. How much did each pencil cost? So she started with 24. She spent it on 7 pencils, or we could say 7p, because each p will represent the price of 1 pencil. And after buying them, so after everything was all equaled, she was left with 10. So how much did each pencil cost? So we have 24 minus 7p equals 10. Drop a line down your equal sign here. The p goes with the 7, which also is the negative. So we just worry about the 24. We can assume it's positive because there's nothing else. And that's how much she had to start. So it makes sense it's positive. Negative 7p, don't forget your negative here. And 10 and a negative 24 is going to give us negative 14. P, negative 7p, so they're multiplied. We have to divide by negative 7. And those cross off, p equals 2. If you noticed, if you forgot the negative 7, you're going to end up with a negative answer. And if pencils cost negative $2, it's not going to make sense. So p is 2. So we can say each pencil cost $2. Example 2. How old am I if 400 reduced tells me we're subtracting, by 2 times my age, times multiplying. Is a clue word that we have an equal sign. Do we know how old the age is? No, so that's my variable, a. So if you notice, the equation just came together right in front of us. 400 reduced by 2 times my age equals 244. It does take a little while to get the hang of it, but once you start seeing these words more and more, they're going to make more sense. Drop a line down your equal sign. 400 is what we have to take care of. Cross that off. Bring down your negative 2a. And 244 minus 400 is going to give us 156, but it's a negative. So we're going to divide by negative 2 because this is multiplied by negative 2. And a is going to equal my age, which is going to be 78 years old. Couple more examples on the next page here. Again, we're looking for those keywords. For a field trip, 4 students rode in a van and the rest filled 9 buses. 4 kids are just in 1 van, so that's our plus 4, and the rest filled 9 buses. How many students were in each bus? So each bus, 9 times, we'll just say B for the number of students on the bus, is 472, so equals 472. We can either write this as 4 plus 9b or 9b plus 4. I personally prefer the 9b plus 4 equals 472. It makes it easy because here's your armadillo, and it's a little bit simpler to solve. Cancel off. 9b, 472 minus 4 is going to be 468. Divide by 9. B is equal to 46 divided by 9 will give me 5. It's 1 left over, and 18 divided by 9 then is 2. So 52 students per bus. Number 4, the 21st century living class made some pies for a basketball game to raise money for iPads. The cafeteria contributed 4 pies to the sale. 4 pies. Each pie was then cut into 5 pieces and sold. There were a total of 60 pieces to sell. Total clues me in that we're equaling, and it equaled up to be 60. So equaled 60. That's how many pieces. So if the cafeteria had 4 pies at 5 slices each, that was 20 pieces that they made. So 20 pieces plus, we need to know how many pieces the club made. So we can do it this way. Subtract 20. P equals 40. So that tells me there were 40 pieces to the pie. Or there were 40 pieces made through the pies. So then we would have to do 40 divided by 5. And that tells me they did 8 pies. The other way that we can set this up is we can say that they made 4 pies or 20 pieces. And we're going to make pies, but each of our pies is going to be 5 pieces. 5 times how many pies we actually made equals to 60. If we do it this way, it's going to tell us how many pies we actually made. And you'll see, divide by 5, P is 8. So we made 8 pies in this case. Both are good options. This one has an extra step that wasn't addressed in the actual initial equation, which is why this one is actually a better option here. In example 5, it says Chuck jogged the same distance on Tuesday and Friday, and also jogged 8 miles on Sunday for a total of 20 miles for the week. How many did he jog on Tuesday? So total tells me we're adding, and it has to equal up to 20. On Tuesday, he jogged the same as Friday. So if this is X and that's X, that's really 2X, because 2 days were the same. And he had his 8 miles on Sunday. So subtract 8. 2X equals 12. Divide by 2. X equals 6. So 6 miles on Tuesday.